I wonder, did they do enough to improve offensively? Defensive upgrades. They signed one of the best edge rushers available in Josh Sweat. They had a defensive tackle, Dalvin Tomlinson and Calais Campbell. Then they drafted players on the defensive side with 6 of their 7 picks. Walter Nolan, Will Johnson, 2 outstanding ones. They should have one of the more improved defenses in the league. However, the offense looks a little similar to last year. And, a veteran receiver to go alongside Marvin Harrison Jr. would have helped. The offensive line needs some attention. But look, let me tell you a little bit how the draft works. Haven't done it for years. Your board kind of dictates to you. And sometimes you never can fill all the things you want to. But I do think that we could look down the road and see this defense is something pretty good, pretty special. And a coach, I think, that has a penchant for defense and understanding of how to build a team. I think the improvements on offense is going to be coming, but I think they definitely are going to help their team overall of defense. And how your defense plays affects your offense and vice versa. So I thought the biggest strength last year was the rushing offense. The most successful offensive stretches the last seasons came when they pounded teams into the ground. And again, what does their coach like to do? What's his background? Defense. They're building with that, and then with a ground game. They tied for 9th in rushing grade while ranking 14th in run blocking grade. Running back James Conner led the way. Outstanding rushing grade that ranked 6th among qualified running backs. The biggest weakness last year in film, their pass rush, and they're trying to improve that. So with Arizona's coverage unit improved from a really awful 23, the team's pass rush couldn't do quite the same. They tied for 2nd worst pass rush grade in the NFL. They also ranked among the bottom 8 teams in pressure rate and pass rush win rate. That showing at least partially motivated to the team's desire to acquire Josh Sweat. I think, again, they've improved this, and I think they've continually improved their coverage unit. So some positives there. X factor for them this year, probably Michael Wilson, the receiver. We know Marvin Harrison Jr. could be a star. Trey McBride is one of the best tight ends in the NFL, probably very underrated in most people's eyes. He's one of the best. They need one more dynamic receiving weapon. And Wilson is the player I think they're counting on to step up. Slight decline last year from his rookie season in 23. But I think this could be, with an improved defense, an improved running game, if Wilson can step up, they certainly, I think, can make a move and be an improved team this year. The rookie to watch, I kind of alluded to him, Will Johnson, the corner. They didn't expect him to be in the 2nd round. And that's, again, where you got to pounce. Even though you may need some offensive help, the need factor might have been a little bit more there. You can't pass up the better player. Will Johnson was without question the best player on the board when they picked in the 2nd round. He was the best player on the board late in the 1st round when some people passed over him. Now, elite cover guy across 3 seasons at Michigan. The outside corners ranked 26th in the NFL in coverage grade last year.